Hi Taurus, welcome to your March 2018 overview reading. This is good for you if you are a Sun, Moon, or Rising Taurus. Let's see, I have a giveaway going. I will go over the details at the end if you're interested in that. And let's see, let me know how you guys like this spread in the comment section because I am doing something different this month. Let's see, as usual, all of the decks that I use in this reading are listed in the description box. So if you're wondering, that is going to be your go-to for information. And I have some other logistical business items to go over at the end. So if you're interested in hearing about all of that, or if you work with me, it's probably wise to listen at the end. All right, as usual, have a timeline coming out. Okay, so I'm going to start with some oracle cards for you today. For Taurus in March, success, beautiful. Couldn't ask for anything better, but success. That is absolute reassurance that you're doing the right things and that you're heading in the right direction. So keep doing what you're doing. You are heading towards the things that you desire, so keep up the good work. And we also have awareness. Keep your eyes open. Don't try. It's not always easy. Try not to fall too deep into fantasy or perfect pictures. It's like, you know, not every Taurus is just straightforward and practical. It has a lot to do with the other elements in your chart. So this is just reminding you, stay grounded, stay present, and really be aware of what you have going on around you. Because especially if you're heading towards success, it's very, very easy to start looking 5 years into the future rather than 1 month into the future for yourself and your personal ambition. And so this is saying, hey, keep your eyes peeled, keep your eyes open for what's going on right now, not to throw yourself so far into the future. Okay, so the central energy for you this month is the Nine of Swords. I am seeing this as stress. Yeah, because you can see, oh, she's laying awake at night. So this is just coming up as stress, having a lot of fatiguing thoughts and things that are coming to mind that are kind of keeping the wheels turning. And so that's why you're getting called to stay present and stay grounded. That is the message for you this month, is to not float away into the abyss. You know, stay with me, like stay present. Okay, because this just looks like fear and stress. It's more of just the cognition piece than reality. Now, what's going on in your earth body? This is the physical body that you have on earth. We have temperance, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So it's kind of like you're coming up into a space where there's equilibrium, and you're finding that there's a good give and take, there's a good level of input, output, and so I see this as you being really in your rhythm, especially when it comes to self-care and how you treat your physical body. It looks good, it looks like you have the right recipe going. And the clarifier for this is Three of Wands. Okay, so new growth. We have more of that masculine yang energy. That's been a theme coming up with almost every single one of the signs except for water signs, is that surge of energy and infusion of warmth, especially if you're in the northern hemisphere. We have that being reignited. And so it looks like you have an easier transition than some of the other signs with the equinox, because the equinox is going to be big. I keep getting that in every single one of these readings, and so it looks like you are doing really well as the energy transforms regardless of whatever hemisphere you're in. This is your astral body, so the part of you that dreams, the part of you that's intuitive. Six of Feathers, transition, insight, moving on into a position that it's like, you know, a brighter future. It's like you're really evolving personally, not so much your personality, but your spiritual self and your higher self are really releasing old baggage. And the clarifier for that is the Son of Cups. Okay? So it is about like reignited faith, infused hope in your future and in the things that you have coming up over the next month. It's like there's a lot of promise happening, and so you can psychically feel that things are moving forward in the direction that you want them to go. It's just not, don't throw yourself too far out there. But I think that this psychic transformation, the transformation of the higher self, is creating an environment where you have a lot of new growth coming in and a lot of new hope, but that's also bringing up fear too. You can't have one without the other. It's like, oh, I'm expanding, but I'm a little bit nervous and I'm contracting. I'm expanding, but I'm a little bit nervous and contracting. So it's that push and pull that you have going on. This is your emotional body. So Ace of Acorns, creative force, confidence. I don't know if you can see this, but this is right up your alley in terms of energy, making things happen, persevering through it all. It looks like this is more of, this is now showing up as more of the spiritual self. Having some fear pictures, not your emotional body. Your emotional body looks really confident. And the clarifier for that is the Seven of Pentacles. So make sure that you are being, how do I put this? The imagery that I'm getting is kind of like, you know how things become more stable and adaptable as they have like a wider surface area that they're planting themselves on. It looks like that's what you're doing emotionally, is you're casting a wider net of support, and you are really stretching the surface area that you're talking to people and working with others, and that you're really seeking out that emotional support. So it looks like you're being proactive and you're processing with people so that you can get the support that you need spiritually. Now, this is the shadow self. So the, you know, kind of like your evil twin, the id, the part of you that holds on to all of the baggage and is what reflects back to you the higher self. But it's also like the dark side, the impulsivity, the part of you that wants to road rage or drink too much or eat a package of Oreos. So we have Seven of Swords. It looks like there is a little bit of navigation that needs to happen here, and that's not surprising because you are evolving spiritually. So it's kind of like old habits are going to creep back up. It's about having the awareness so that you don't fall back into that, so that you don't do the same thing all over again, so that you don't engage in the same patterns and go the same direction. It's like you're evolving so much. Don't allow things of the past to get in your way from moving forward. And we have the Chariot. So this is, because we have Saturn here, this means discipline. You're going to have to fight those impulses a little bit, or at least release the valve somehow. Figure out a way to blow off steam without, destroying everything. That's not serious, but it's more about being mindful of how you're being constructive with this energy rather than trying to stuff it away. Okay, now for the timeline, first quarter, second, third, and fourth quarter for your growth period. So this is how you start off the month. We have comparison. Watch out with this. I want to clarify this for you already, but comparison is not... I don't see this as a healthy type of comparison, especially because I'm reading for Taurus. So let's see. Okay, this is King of Wands in a normal deck. So the King of Wands, it's like the good thing about the King of Wands is that he can be really, really confident. And the bad thing about the King of Wands is that he can also be incredibly, incredibly insecure. That's the duality that you get with the King of Wands. And so this looks like the more you're stepping into your confidence, it's kind of like you're looking over your shoulder at the same time. And so this is reminding you that you are on your path and everyone else is on their path, and your path has nothing to do with theirs. And so the more you can hold on to that, the easier this is going to be. Okay, quarter 2, we have communication. This is when you start reaching out to your support system and you start asking for what you want, asking for what you need, doing things that feel really aligned with you. It looks like that's really ramping up. And so the communication piece is what's going to get your needs met. Quarter 3, we have endings. So this somehow is related to the awareness piece. Like maybe you had this idea or something that you thought was perfect, that was ideal, that really shifts and doesn't seem as ideal as it once was. Or maybe it's something that you started way back when that you decide to just close the door on, maybe a project or a job or something that doesn't seem to be working out. This is a deliberate choice. So this is something where not everyone is going to take action on this ending. Not, plain and simple. People sometimes hold on to things that are not truly in alignment with them, and it takes them a while to grow. So I see this as being more deliberate. It's something that you are actively letting go of, not something that is being forced on you. Okay, and card number 4, or this is the 4th quarter, we have Sun's Rays. This is conditional on the endings piece. You can raise your vibration, you can level up, you can improve, you can grow, you can attract a higher caliber person, but you have to say no to the nonsense. You have to cut that part out. And so it's one of those things that you attract what you embody, and you manifest the things that you become. And so it's one of those things that if you're holding on to old things, you're going to continue to attract the same patterns that, were taking place as you were in your old self. We also have the 6 of Feathers. That's the 6 of Swords in a normal deck. What that's saying is that transformation is necessary, and it looks like you are moving forward, but it has to be a choice. It's like you can grow a lot in March, but it's up to you. You have to take action. Nobody can hold you to that. Okay, so this is like, yes, I want to grow, I want to expand, but then you also have this other piece, the shadow self, that is also like, but your old patterns are so comfortable. Why don't you stay in the old cycle? So that's what makes it so challenging to grow, is that resistance. And that's why you have to be the one to decide and say no more. And that way you're communicating that you're ready for the next best thing. Now, these are partnership cards. I've pulled one for if you are in partnership, and then this one is if you are single. It doesn't matter if you're looking for a partnership or not. This is just if you're not partnered. Okay, so if you're coupled, we have the 6 of Coins. Reciprocation, making sure that your boundaries are really on lock this month is going to help you immensely. Make sure that you are saying no to things that are a no and a yes to things that are a true aligned yes. That's what's coming up more so energetically and emotionally, rather than monetarily. That's something that's not coming up quite so potently with this card. Now, if you are not coupled, you have King of Wands. Hold on, I'm listening. 1 second. Ooh, this is interesting. because I see this as impatience coming through. If you've been waiting for partnership, or if there's something that you want to get going, it looks like there's a little bit of like rushed, hurry, hurry, hurry. I need to get things done. You know, that's one of the things about the King of Wands, is like that fire comes up hot and quick, and it's not always easy to contain. And so this is showing up as, okay, if you can channel the enthusiasm in a way that's productive, that's going to be really supportive. But if it just runs amok, then it isn't really going to serve you. So be mindful of how much energy you're giving your dating life, as well as moving towards your personal goals as well. Be mindful of the pace. Okay, now I'm doing a 3-card pick. If you are new to my channel, I don't care what you do with these cards. It's up to you how you pick them. I don't care if you pick before. I don't care if you pick after. I don't care if you pick all 3. I don't care if you pick 1. These are for you. So you can do whatever you want with them. If you want to ask a question, you can. If you want guidance, you can just ask for guidance. Whatever. Everyone has their own style, and these readings are for you. They're my gifts I'm sharing with you, so you do whatever you want with these. All right, card number 1, 10 of Wands. Watch yourself with burnout. Burning the candle at both ends is simply not going to serve you in the long term. So make sure that you are dialing that in, that you're not, pushing yourself too hard or going way too intensely. It's like pace yourself. Pace, pace, pace. Same thing with King of Wands. Like the pace matters. And so, if you rush it, then things are going to start falling apart. Make sure that you are being grounded, that you're being aware, that you're staying in the present. Card number 2, 6 of Coins. Okay, we have another, that's the card we just had here, which is about balance, reciprocation, and it looks like this is you having a tendency to lead more with generosity, but I'm getting be mindful with who. It's like it's okay to be a giver, but it's also like, look at it as a laboratory where you're kind of feeling out, okay, this feels good to me, this doesn't feel good to me, this feels like I have integrity in my giving, this feels like I don't have integrity in my giving. And so just watch who reciprocates. And no expectations on this, okay? Especially if you're using it as a practice or trial run. Card number 3, we have the Devil. This is the shadow work that you are being confronted with. If you chose this card, if this is something that's really resonating with you, watch your impulsivity this month. This is not the right time to make impulse buys. This is not the right time to run out and buy a new car, impulsively. If this is something you've been thinking about for a while, that you're grounded in the decision, then great. But with the Devil coming up here, it's kind of like watch your, again, pace. Pace is the theme that's coming up for all the Tauruses and all the lands today. So just be mindful that you're going to have old patterns show up, and so you don't want to fall into that trap of repeating things that you've already learned. Okay, so now for the other things that I wanted to discuss. The giveaway is on Instagram. All of the instructions are on there. All you have to do is follow me, like the post, tag a friend. All of the instructions are in the description box, and you get to win. You have a chance to win a free custom tarot spread just for you from me. And yeah, so go enter that if you have Instagram. I would love to have you on there. And then if you want to work with me one-on-one, all of the links are in the description box. Don't forget to sign up for my newsletter if you want more content and other goodies that I offer, and a free solar year reading during your birthday month. And also, if you do single question readings with me, I am going to be raising the price only on the single questions, not on all my other services. at the moment, but I will tell you that they're going on March 14th. They will be $13 instead of $10. So if you want a single question reading, go get that now. Go submit your form. Go get that done. And let's see, the cutoff time for submission forms for single questions is March 13th at 11:59 Pacific time, PM. And then as of March 14th on the dot, that's when the price goes up. So go get those now. And that is all I have for you today, Taurus. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I absolutely appreciate you. And until next time, have a happy March. Bye-bye.